I'd love to hear some creative ideas for women's jewelry brand priced $500 to $2,000.
Oof. Oh man, this is so jewelry's been
Jewelry's the hardest niche for me.
Jewelry is so difficult for me as well. We've done
great.
We've done.
I'm glad we're here answering then.
Well, Jake, close friend, had a higher end jewelry
That's
brand
true,
for
yeah.
a very long time. So David Vaughn's existed for quite a long time.
His is custom though, right?
It is custom, but there are staples. Like there, you can't go full custom because it's on demand and doesn't scale, and you can't run too many ads against it. So there are like the letters and the shapes that are always going to be a staple around this, especially quality of diamond, quantity of diamond. This is affluence. You sell affluence right now in this season.
Hard.
Very difficult to sell affluence.
Jewelry's being squeezed too because of like if you use gold, price of gold has gone through the roof.
All of it.
4,000.
Price of I know. Yeah, you holding some gold over there?
Better than Bitcoin.
You got gold bars buried in the backyard?
No comment.
No, do not know.
I'm debanked. That's all I'll say.
Too close. Too soon. Too soon. I don't know, man. The creative is. So I'll go tactical on this one.
Yeah.
I think this is a very
because I think we're just sitting here like hard. It's hard.
Yeah. First off, recognize it is hard.
It is difficult.
Easy on this is AI is pretty good at getting jewelry on necks and rings on fingers.
Oh, that's super easy.
And earrings in ears.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty easy to get that. You can go color of skin. You can go size of wrist. I remember a huge unlock that we had. Now it's a different price point. It was like we did like thickness of wrist for some brands. We knew that accessorizing was not always the people that wanted to buy clothes, but they wanted to buy accessories.
Yeah,
and that was a sizing play and difference there. Now that was a very specific product and price point. The higher end it is, you can't downplay the luxury of this. Like that's not an easy purchase or decision, and it's usually around major moments or incentives. So we stay in anniversaries, stay in birthday, stay in Christmas, stay in Mother's Day, stay in Father's Day, and you are a peak style brand. You are peaks and troughs all the way through.
Yeah, Bart, I'm curious if you have any, because they asked for creative ideas, which I agree. Like just those are good creative variations and stuff like that. Where my brain is going is like, this is super hard. And it's hard to 500 to 2,000 is right in that price point where it's like not crazy expensive, but like
it's still money.
People don't just make that purchase decision on a whim usually that unless they're affluent, but it is accessible for a lot of people. Right. So it's that sort of accessible luxury. To me, I think my brain goes straight to how do we just open up the top of the funnel really, really wide? So make great content that gets a lot of organic views. And then also as ads gets low CPMs, a lot of people into the funnel. Thoughts there? I have one idea that I don't know if it would work or not, but you know how like people make like marketing content that's green screen content? Mm-hmm. Like, oh, here's this, here, like they do like breakdowns of like, here's what this brand did or whatever. I think you could do the same thing, but for like red carpet events, and you could do accessories. And especially if you could use AI and you just made it clear in the content you're using AI, like, oh, here's, I don't know, here's Sydney Sweeney's outfit to the Oscars.
In my piece.
Yeah, here's Sydney Sweeney's outfit to the Oscars. Here's how I would have accessorized this, right? So she's wearing this, that's blah, 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 blah. Like I would have accessorized with something like that. Here it is with AI. And just like, you know, like level her up a little bit. And I just think that gets a ton of like,
it's cultural.
To me, it's like Amalfi Jets. Have you seen the Amalfi Jets?
Yeah, they make a whole sitcom around it.
Tons of eyeballs of people who cannot afford to fly private, but tons of eyeballs means some of those people can't afford to fly private. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think it's the same thing. It's like if you're selling this semi-accessible luxury, you just open up the top of the funnel really wide, maybe is probably my best idea.
And you can do almost every red event, or you can do movie premiere. You can cut that and chop that however you want.
Yeah. If I were to make a custom piece for blank, you know, so you can do a few different series there too.
Yeah. By the way, if you want to make yours, like link in bio. I like that.
Yeah. Just consult legal on that one, I would say. If you're going to use like celebrity names
if it's
ads.
A bold call out, no, I don't think it's celebrity using the names. I think it's more.
We've covered this before.
I also think this is an organic thing too.
Okay, cool.
Not a lawyer, but we called an actual lawyer on a show before on last season. Oh,
that's true.
Last season when I was like, oh, hey, I have a content series idea for you, Bart. Day one of trying to make a hat for LeBron James.
Yeah.
And you were like, I couldn't use that as an ad. We called Jackie, Zoe's lawyer, and she said, yeah, as long as it's like clear that it's like parody kind of, you know, it sort of falls under parody law.
I might want to consult one more lawyer on that one.
Yeah. Look, you can find, sure.
No, but I would
We're
say,
not lawyers. Yeah.
I would say when it like common sense jewelry buying, when you are looking at anything you're picking up from a jewelry store, I bought some like faux jewelry when I was on my run, just like a guy had a little pop up. Yeah, I thought there was a cool.
You bought some street jewelry?
Yeah.
You're wild.
I thought it was a cool little like fun ring for my wife to buy.
Tomorrow, his wife's ring or finger is going to be like all green.
Yeah, it could be, but it'll look sick for like 2 days. But
I'm dying, dude.
But no, you're asking about like quality.
Hey, babe,
you're asking about quality at that price.
Yeah.
Like, will the gold tarnish my neck, or will it
no, man, it's all good.
You're good.
Mine will for sure.
Yeah.
But like, I'm thinking like micro lens, like close up content, or whether it's like shine or the gold makeup or just the makeup of whatever pieces they're selling. And then you could throw in like green screen talking head over why this piece is expensive. Because I think the one thing is that like advertising expensive jewelry on Facebook, like the aura around that kind of cheapens the jewelry
just by the fact that
you're competing with like Ben Bridge and Tiffany's and like truly legacy expensive brands that usually don't do that stuff too much, or you don't see it where there's like a hook and here's some expensive jewelry. Like a little Facebook alone cheapens the brand a little bit, I would say, because the journey is like, oh, where'd you get that beautiful $2,000 bracelet? Oh, Facebook ad. Like that just doesn't sound too great.
I mean, I also get hit with Maserati and Rolls Royce and Range Rover and
ads on Facebook.
Oh yeah. And on Instagram. I think on Instagram, it is a visual playground that this is not as weird, but I think you're totally right. If the targeting and the audience is correct, on Meta is still rough. Like I don't think anyone's converting off of this, but I do think, dude, you're generating a shit ton of interest. I think you just go content series. The one I felt like I'm not an accessory kind of guy, but I watch this guy. He's like, hey, how fast can I flip this Rolex? And it's like, you watch him open a store, and then he's on the street trying to sell it.
Was that Mazel guy?
It is a guy. Yeah, it is down LA or New York.
New York, yeah.
I'm not trying to buy a watch, but that content series is an investment as he goes dealer to dealer to dealer. I think you go big top of funnel.
Yeah, big top of funnel. You could do, I mean, I think there's a jewelry brand, if I'm not mistaken, that has like a content series they do something with street interviews.
Okay.
And like, I think it's like, can you tell the difference? It's like, can you sniff out the fake type of street interviews? So I think that, actually don't know if that's the street interview or if I just made that up. So maybe that's just a content I did. I came up with another ad idea for you.
Yeah.
Or content idea for you. There's a guy, I had him on my podcast like more than a year ago. He has a brand called Articles of Style. So he was like a stylist.
Yeah.
And now he makes like TikToks just about men's style and capsule wardrobes, if you know what that is.
Yeah.
So, and he's made TikToks about like fast fashion and the problem with it and like what, you know.
Oh, there's that one dude that has like millions of followers.
There's a guy on Twitter. Yeah.
But he's like, his biggest video was like, style some outfits around Times New Roman, like around the font.
Yeah, I think you could do the same thing.
What's his name? But he like nailed it, and it was like 100 million views. And so it's like you could do just series around that. So just get a bit more creative around like, back to our previous question is like crazy ideas mixed with maybe some old school commercials and like quality in the mix of that.
The thing is, we're not coming up with novel formats here. I said green screen. We said street interview. We said like challenge content. It's like, no, these have been formats for street interviews have been going on since before the internet.
Yeah.
So I mean, talk shows, podcasts have been going on since before the internet. Green screen content. People have been doing the weather a long time. You know what I mean? Like these are the formats are not novel. It's just look at it and say, oh, how could I do that for this brand?
In a quality way too.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like you're priced in a way that you want it to be classy for sure. So yeah, I
make a $35 hat. I don't need a DSLR to shoot our stuff.
Yeah.
But I think the content should meet the price point on on some of this.
I agree.
Yep. All right. Next, I think we give him some ideas.
Yeah, I don't want to feel hopeless because we started it off with like
jewelry is hard. Yeah, I do want to acknowledge jewelry is hard. It's the niche that I think that I'm least good at. You know what I mean?
And then get some, if you can afford to get some high end influencers too.
I think the sweet spot of
yeah, that's probably yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah, send some pieces
and live shopping on TikTok. We didn't mention that, but that's huge for jewelry.
500 to 2,000. I wonder though. I mean, that's probably their hesitant. Is that it's
scrolling TikTok,
high price point?
Yeah, I wonder if you got to get into like a lower earring set or like a tennis bracelet that's in like the 250, 300 range. I don't know.
Do you know who actually? This is a form function change, and I don't know if you could do it with jewelry. But do you remember who was the scent brand that we worked with that did designer scents in small sizes?
Oh, yeah. The founder is Cameron.
Yeah. So that crushed because it was like
micro perfumes.
So they like got licenses to sell the designer scents, and they like, I don't know how they did this. Like, this is what I picture in my head is that they bought all of the scents, dumped them into a big bucket, and then put them into small bottles.
Filled them over and over again.
Like, they had some process by which.
Is it like sample size ones?
Yeah.
And they sold samples?
They sold. Yep.
No way.
So they were selling Gio Armani, which is a whatever, several $100 scent for like very cheap. And so the ad angles
you can buy the whole thing.
Yeah, the ad angles on it were very easy. It's just like, Gio Armani for only $50. You know what I mean? And so it's like, could you change the form function a little bit to say like, diamond tennis bracelet for only this?
Buy now, pay later.
Yeah, just install Klarna. You'll be good.
Yeah.
Oh man, financing a tennis bracelet.
Okay. Hey, do you have a small wrist?
See people finance.
We can charge you less then.
Seen people finance t-shirts.
Yeah, I've seen some shit.